Hello and welcome to Paul Runs Daily. My name's Paul and I like to run every day. Yesterday I started the Manchester to Liverpool 50-mile ultra marathon by GBUltras. A spectacular event, very well supported. Unfortunately for me, it ended at 45 k's in a DNF, or did not finish. I'll talk a little bit more about the DNF at the end of the video, but first of all I'll show some footage of the race, a little bit of the surroundings and a few little chats I had along the way. Hope you enjoy. Just passed through the first checkpoint, about 10.5 k's in 58 minutes, and we're going round the beautiful Sale water park. Almost at the second aid station, that's 25k. Just slipping back behind target pace slightly. Feeling a little bit in the legs, so I think I'm gonna make a decision in a few k as to whether or not I keep pushing or if we just drop it back a little bit and conserve a bit of energy. Luke has just caught me up, he's after having a little bit of a pit stop.
I needed a poo.
So, it's probably the last I'll see of him now.
Yeah. He's doing well, he's smashing it.
Yeah. That's 38k completed, so just a marathon to go, and Luke's just passed me again. He's running so well. 40k and halfway in 3 hours 40 minutes. Won't be keeping this pace going, but if I can limit the losses, sub 8 could be on the cards. Let's see how it goes. Well, this hasn't gone to plan. I'm just coming up to the 4th checkpoint. Andrea's waiting for me there, and I'm going to withdraw. I've been feeling my calf for about 20k now, and it started to go into cramp. And I've just not got it in me to drag myself another 30k to the finish. So, disappointing, but it is what it is. That's running for you. Well, this race didn't finish the way I wanted it to. Just waiting for a lift. I've withdrawn just after 45k. I think it's just an event too far this early in the season. That's the end of my Manchester to Liverpool race. And that was pretty much it. Shortly after the end of that footage, I sat down, rang the race organiser and officially withdrew from the race. Andrew was waiting at the next checkpoint, which was about 5 k's away, and she came out and picked me up. So yeah, really disappointing. My first DNF in an ultra marathon, but it's not my first DNF in competition, and whenever it happens, there's always a lot of disappointment around that. No one likes to fail, but in the context of the overall season, it was definitely the right decision. Could I have finished? Probably. Could I have walked at the end? Probably not. So it was the right decision. The issues came on very suddenly. I was quite tired at the start. I'd raced last week at the Heaton Park UltraLoop, done just over 70 k's in around 7 hours, with a lot of elevation in that as well. So my pre-race aspirations for yesterday were quite high. I was confident I could go under 8 hours, secretly thinking sub 7.5, but in the back of my mind I did have a little bit of understanding about how my body was feeling and the level of fatigue what was already in my body. 5 days between races like that, despite the recovery protocols I'd been religiously sticking to, is not a long time at all. And at the start of the race yesterday I was feeling quite tired. I'm not making excuses, and I'm not trying to gloss over the fact that, you know, at the end of the day I made the decision to stop, and it is what it is. On the day I just wasn't fit enough, wasn't strong enough, and mentally I was quite weak as well. So we'll live and learn. I'm going to carry on running each day. I'm not running this morning, but I'm going to go out for a little bit of a jog later on. My body doesn't feel too bad. I've got a very sore calf from the cramping issues yesterday, but it's not as bad as it was last night. I don't think there's a underlying injury, so hopefully the run streak will continue, but we'll see how today's jog goes. Okay, if you've made it this far, I appreciate it. I do tend to ramble a little bit. I don't always get my thoughts in order before hitting the record button, and this is definitely not scripted, as you can probably tell. So if you like the video, please hit subscribe, and I'll try and do a little bit more content. But for now, take care, happy running, and thank you very much for watching.